pushing positive, then we can be
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Lions and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. We thank you for joining us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It is week 2 of the preseason. Greg, as the coaches get ready for this one, you never know a preseason game was what we were preparing for. There was a focus and intensity after getting on the field for the first time as a unit in week 1.
You're exactly right, Mike. We had an opportunity to meet with these coaches, and from the way they talked, you would have thought this was week 10 of the regular season. And I think really what it boils down to, this is another great opportunity to have your players play in live, full contact, full competitive against another opponent. You don't get a lot of those opportunities nowadays in practice, and both these coaches want to take advantage of this opportunity here today.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
One more time for Montgomery. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and long. From the gun, it's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. Nicole Hardman, the return man for the Chiefs. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, 2-time regular season MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles. There's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's the 3rd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now we're looking at 3rd down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That one is complete to Hardman. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They're able to get the third down conversion.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one brought in by Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. A give here to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he will get into the end zone. Rashee Rice, touchdown Chiefs. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And this will be incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now back near his own goal line. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. And in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 20.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
That's not going to work out as planned. This is going to be down on this side of midfield. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punch it away. Returnable from his own 4. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll run with Pacheco. Up the sideline, past the 30. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
First and 10. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They put Kelce in motion. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give to Pacheco, running right. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Pacheco. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We are through 1. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage across the 50 to the 48.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game, that's been full of them.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That one caught by Donovan Peoples-Jones. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff to throw. That is caught. To the goal line and in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Lions are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. A handoff to Pacheco. He'll get about 2. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. 3rd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They run out of the gun with Montgomery. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. One more time for Montgomery. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get to it.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. That's picked up by the Chiefs. Inside the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it dead.
Free kick
And
out
they'll
of
bring the
bounds.
ball out
Kicking team.
to start at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's second and 9. Now, Goff. This one finds Peoples-Jones. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Throwing here is Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They put Kelsey in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They put Kelsey in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Mahomes connects with Kelce for a big one. 39 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. A give here to Pacheco. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Play action here. Mahomes, he's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. So we are at halftime in this preseason matchup. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you and Greg in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Washington now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. A run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run. Edwards-Helaire. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Back is Wentz. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the 1st down. And they will turn it over on downs.
I know, Mike. It's easy to sit here and second-guess all of these decisions, but I find myself leaning towards just take the points. And if you are that committed to going for it on 4th down because you want 6, then just leave your offense on the field.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
3rd down, 3 to go. They send the tight end in motion. He'll try carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Here's the Lions punt team now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. On the toss, they'll run. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take it.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. It's Hutch, Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
Wow, just like that, things changed dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hooker. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Next to score, Chiefs 21, Lions 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. They'll stick with him again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
At the Lions' 43-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now a give up the middle. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Ingram. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in by Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown, KC. Butker now to add the PAT. Now how about this? It's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Very, very curious call. You could have just lined up for 2 and gone for it. Instead, they try this and come up empty. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hooker. Into the hands of Brock Wright. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the ground, this is Craig Reynolds. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one. Right back to him on first down. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a toss as they look to run. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. On the ground, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. A run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Moore going in motion. Wentz looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Sky Moore, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Now Wentz. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Throwing is Wentz. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they forced a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Tight end going in motion here. Hooker to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. To throw, here's Wentz. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That's taken in by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To throw, Wentz. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 25-yard line. That one good for 29.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. One more time for Montgomery. Not much happening there, just a short gain.